G'day, Merry Crockmas. This is a special Christmas video. Hoping to do it in one take, so bear with me if I make mistakes or I lose track of what I'm talking about. It's been a fun year. I released my channel in August. I started filming back in January, February, or about February, March maybe. Don't know. Back with the little green mini rod that I modified the body lines on the back of it, and it evolved from there to what we got today. I want to talk about some future plans, future videos, projects, and then have a walk around the shop. So I'm getting lost in thought here. Bear with me. Right, so the video that we'll be releasing, the previous video will be more on the chassis, making hoops and whatnot. I'm much more further ahead. I don't have a running car yet, but there's a lot of cool stuff coming up, all handmade, lots of trial and error, lots of error. But I'm gonna take you around a bit, show you some future projects, yeah, just do a lot more talking, because everyone loves talking, especially me. Can't shut up. So let's go. I'm going to try and avoid spoilers if I can. So over here, I've got a nice chunk of metal sitting in front of my late uncle's old lathe. That's going to be a video in itself, restoring that thing. One of the issues I'm having with it, why I can't use it right now, is it's missing a sight glass here. So I can try and either find one or make one or do something about that. That's going to be a really fun project. It's made in South Australia, I reckon in the 60s, possibly. It's a beefy little unit, I'll tell you that much, and it weighs a ton. Also up here is going to be another restoration video of this little mill drill. I haven't gotten to look at this one properly yet, but the microfeed doesn't work. That works, but you know, everything's a bit stiff on it. The table's a bit stiff and crusty. So that's going to be another fun project. I definitely want to get more airbrushing. There's some stuff I did years and years ago, and a little thing I made for holding all my airbrushes. And then this guy, I really want to get cracking on this, but I need to finish the mini rods before I can work on this some more. So here's some spoilers for you on this project. I made this floor section, so I had to bend these are curved that way as well as that way slightly. I made the seat base, cut the foam. These are adjustable, so you got a little wheel down there you can turn, the seat goes back and forward. This slides in and out. This is just a floppy body, it's not attached at all, so I'm going to be showing you how to run the steel through it and how to attach it. Same with the cowl. Yeah, and what's in there, that's a 727 torque flight, and this is a 1955 331 Hemi. And down here in Australia, parts for these are not easy to find, and I added a bit of extra horsepower to it. And here is some of late Uncle David sitting in his Hemi, his favourite engine. I'm gonna do something with him in the future, so we can have a pride of place in the garage somewhere. I've moved a lot of stuff around, including the 32 there. Made myself a lot more room. Everyone doesn't look like it because I've just shoved everything in here. But this tent was sitting away from the wall. I had a heap of wasted room behind it, and then up along this wall was heaps of wasted space, so I reclaimed some of that, in the future, step back a bit. Let's go wide angle. There we go. I want a mezzanine here, pretty much from there out to probably this line, and then up to the center of the wall. I want a big mezzanine there, so I can do all my glass work under it, painting. I can set up filtration systems and stuff, and then have heaps of storage on top. That would be the ultimate goal. Let's take you off wide angle. That one, yep. So just streamline everything, clean everything up. Everything's covered in this horrible white dust. You can see it's embedded in the seats here. You'll see those in future videos. I got this from the tip, it was free. It's a comfy little seat out of a bus. Over here, you got just general stuff. But lots of handy stuff, like a whole box full of bolts, sandpaper, air tool stuff, rivets, wood screws, polishing stuff, all the stuff. And then some of my late uncle stuff, like that orange cabinet's full of things. Let's have a little look in here. Some of this stuff used to belong to my grandfather. He was a engineer and a tool maker too. So your dial indicator base, just tools. Got my PPE cabinet that I can't get into because who needs PPE, right? You got the crocrodz body, yeah boy. Got the chassis there. It's, you're not supposed to see that because it's more advanced than what you'd see in the videos. More of late Uncle David's stuff, washers, pulleys. I got keys, gauges, plastic end caps or box tube, clips, taps, drills. I'm still going through it all. More stuff there. This is some of my wife's crafting stuff. Yeah. Shush. Some of the when the sun comes through this laser light, it's not sunny at the moment, but there's still warmth coming through there. It heats these up and they start popping and stuff. It's always fun. And there's the engine. Still sourcing an axle for that because it's nowhere near wide enough. Back at my very messy workbench. There is a spoiler hiding. There's a few spoilers hiding around here. I suppose I wouldn't mind if you saw them. I could potentially use this axle. This was out of the green body go-kart. It was belt driven, very old school, and then it had the flathead down there, side valve. That's a Kawasaki, I believe. And it's got a torque reducer and stuff. And then up in here is all parts for the hot rod. In there, parts of the hot rod. That thing there was my grandfather's, full of engineering tools, which will come in handy when I fix the mill. Let's go have a look over here. I wasn't planning on going in here, but why not? These A-frames here for a rotisserie I built years ago. And then I got just random stuff over there. I cut this out myself. I think I did a pretty good job. That's a wedge, so it pushes everything up. There's no cracks in the bricks up above, so I think I nailed that. It's double brick, so it was an absolute pain in the butt to cut that out. I'm gonna be careful with the camera in this part because there is a spoiler right beneath me. Let's go have a look in the original shed. I'm gonna eventually cut this part of the wall out. This is a load bearing wall, so I have to put a beam across there. Cut that out eventually. Try not to trip over the spoiler. The lighting in here is terrible. And there's my very first car. This is a 1985 VK Commodore GMH. It's got a 308 5 litre with a T5 behind it, 5-speed manual. And that thing was a hoot to drive. It hasn't been driven in years. I haven't even started it in years. Well, probably just over a year and a half since I started. And this shed is just chockers full of stuff that I gotta sort. My old RC cars up there. I got planes. I got tools and generators and a haunted cabinet full of stuff. I'm tripping over. And yeah, more stuff. All this stuff I've got to go through, sort it out, find homes for it. This thing is a weapon. Like, it's not really. It's got a highway diff in it. So this thing will cruise along at 100k an hour or 60 mile an hour, just purring in 5th gear, purring. It's made to cruise, not to bruise, but it'll still fry the tyres in 1st and 2nd, especially the tyres I got on at the moment because they are ancient. Anyway, we'll go back in here. You just copped a glimpse of something. There we go. There's my office, in case you're wondering. So as far as the mini rod progress, it's going pretty good. I'm not going to tell you where I'm at the moment. It's not running, it's not even rolling, but it's getting there, especially with the limited time I have out here, and it's even more limited now that there's school holidays. Stay-at-home dad. I got to work out here 3 days a week if I was lucky, like 5 hours a day if I was lucky. Those are kinder hours, so my little girl was at kinder, and I've got a nearly 2-year-old, so still got to wait a while before he goes to kinder and then school. My little girl's going to school next year. Pretty exciting. She's excited. So hopefully I'll get more time out here if everyone cooperates. But it is what it is, and I've got to make do with what I got. As far as future projects, I want to try and smash out a few mini rods. The one that I'm doing at the moment will be the tippy top of the line with the big mini wheels on it, and the 125. If you can see behind me, that one there, you can sort of see making a bit of a drift trike. That's got a 200cc generator motor, and that thing hauls butt. I bought that just for the axle, pretty much. So I can use that axle with the 125, hopefully, and the disc brake and all that. But yeah, in the future I've got wild plans for lifted ones, maybe not 4-wheel drive ones, but definitely sort of an off-road looking, big chunky tires and whatnot, lifted, independent suspension possibly, and then I eventually want to make like a coupe version with a roof, maybe not a 5-window, but definitely a 3-window, and then eventually a Tudor, and then see what happens from there. Try and make a 34 out of a 32. Who knows? We got lots of plans and ideas up floating around in here. All I need is time to do them, which hopefully I'll get next year. So have yourselves a very Merry Christmas, very Merry Crocmas, yeah? Stay safe over the holiday season, and have a good one.